It's Hungry Vegan. Today I'm just going to show you how to cook beans. Really easy. I'm just going to show you pinto beans and black beans. These are the two main types of beans that I use. So things like some beans you have to soak overnight and stuff. So always read the instructions. Don't take what I say is to be the gospel truth, because probably not. So these two, luckily, the black turtle beans and the pinto beans, cook at the same time. So I'm just going to show you how I do these, and that's it. Okay, so here I have about 1.5 litres of water. This is the biggest pan that I've got. Well, I've got bigger ones, but this is the one I'm going to use today. On the instructions, they generally tell you to use like 5 times the amount of water to 5. So 1 part beans to 5 times the amount of water. So 100 grams of beans to 500 millilitres of water. But this is 500 grams of beans. So there should be 2.5 litres of water there, but you don't need that much water. That's a load of crap. What you do is you just fill up as much as you can. Rinse your beans off to start with, because in case there's any nasty stuff on there. And then just put them into boiling water, like so. Now keep this strainer, because I'm going to rinse the beans at the end when they've cooked for an hour. So all I'm going to do is, there's a little bit of salt in that water already. So all I do is just give it a little stir, just to make sure none of the beans are stuck together or stuck to the bottom or what have you. And then pop the lid on. And make sure you pop the lid on, because you want to contain all the heat in there, you see. You don't want to have to... You don't have to use up loads of energy trying to heat it up. So put your lid on, put it down to simmer, and leave it for an hour, that's it. Bish bosh. Okay, so here we are back with the beans. As you can see, the water's gone a funny red colour. So I'm just going to tip them out now into a sieve, and then give them a good rinse off. Now you have to give them a good rinse off to make sure. Well, if you don't give them a good rinse off, apparently they make you cause a lot of gas in your stomach. Let's just put it that way. So I'm just going to give these a good old rinse off. Now the reason I've cooked these is because I've got a lot of recipes to make. I want to do some refried beans, and I want to do some other bits and pieces. Now, I know that people like people do recipes for like slow cooked chilies or something like that, and they add 4 tins of beans in and stuff like that. It's just a waste of money when you could easily just make your own beans. Right there. Oh. Anyway, let's see how much beans we've got. I started off with 500 grams of the dried beans, so I've just boiled them for an hour. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got 1.2 kilograms of beans there. So that's the equivalent to 6 tins. So 6 tins of beans are going to cost you something like £3. Well, this will cost you like £1.20 or something like that. And they're lush, so you can do what you want with them. Anyway, so that's how you do beans. If you're feeding a small army, or you want to make refried beans or loads of tacos or chili or something like that, cook them yourself. And you can also put these in your fridge and keep them for a few days. Just let them cool down, put them into a Tupperware, bish bosh, and they're lush. Much better than the tinned ones. I don't really understand why, but they just are.